So here you can read this on our website, WCNC.com, and on our app. So it says Charlotte Water announced today that it was deploying crews to help Anson County amid its major water system issues stemming from, as we've been reporting on, a major water main break last week. In addition to field support, Charlotte Water can test Anson County water samples at Charlotte's state-certified lab to provide timely, accurate water quality results. So that is the latest there in Anson County. Again, we continue to follow this water issues there in Anson County. And here on the program, joining us live, Representative Mark Brody, representing Union and Anson County. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for making the drive here.
Thank you for having me, yes.
Did I miss anything? What are you hearing? I gave an update, but am I missing anything out of Anson County?
Let me add another thing.
Okay.
And isn't this typical of North Carolina people? Not only Charlotte, Union County's been helping out, Richmond County's been helping out, and Stanley County's been helping out. So, you know, just remember the tragedy we had in Western North Carolina. Yeah. People help each other, and we send people up there to help out. Ironically, I got a call from our legislature in Avery County, and that was one hit by the storm. He says, is there anything that we can do to help? So, you know, it's starting to come back, because we had Anson residents go up there, Western, help out, and now they're just as willing to come back and help here.
Off that,
isn't that great?
What does that say about North Carolina? Because
it's a family state. That's what I guess you got to say. We take care of each other.
What is your reaction and your thoughts as the folks there in Anson County? Man, they're really going through it right now.
Oh, definitely. It's I've been in the legislature finishing up 14 years, so I'm well familiar with the system over there. But it's an old system, and it's just a matter of time when we're going to have something major happen. But the folks, at least in the past 6 years, have been doing what they can with what they have to keep it going. And I guess just a tragedy it struck that something, you know, an old system finally failed. Just like old people, you know, you get to be up in age, you require more maintenance, and things start to fail. Water systems and sewer systems are the same thing. And we've been trying to do the best we can with it. At the legislature, I've been trying to allocate whatever I can to it, but there needs a lot of work. Yeah, and it has a history that's rather interesting.
And you go back to Raleigh at the end of this month, right?
Yeah, we're scheduled for the week of the 27th.
Week of the 27th. Yeah. And you're proposing legislation to help fix this problem. Can you walk us through what you're proposing? Well,
yeah, I mean, I'm proposing to get an appropriation from the General Assembly to address the issue, and it sounds like a lot of money, and guess what? It is a lot of money, but it's $100 million, and believe it or not, Anson County needs $1 billion to fix their system, bring it up to date. But there's no way we can possibly get that, and I understand it, and I'm not going to be pie-eyed in the sky to say, oh, I can do that, but we're asking for $100 million, and I'll bring it before the General Assembly and let them decide on it, but I'll try to make my case. And $100 million will not fix everything, but it'll get us past the hump, and it'll get us to where we can have enough reserves to handle anything. And I also have another job. I'm in the Economics Development Director for Anson County. In that job, my job is to build Anson's economy up to where we have the ability to self-fund the rest.
Yeah, so it makes your job a lot harder.
Yeah, I have a double job, but I think I'm in a great position to try my best to do both.
I know that's one of those things when it comes to bills, you just never know until you get there, you make your case. But I mean, have you been able to talk to fellow lawmakers about this? What are they saying? I don't want to say what are the chances because you just don't know, but have you been able to talk to fellow lawmakers about it?
Well, just go back a week or so where we passed the budget, but there wasn't any sewer and water money in the budget for anybody. But we set aside a lot of money in reserve again, and the conversation was that we were going to come back later and do what's called capital improvements. And I'm hoping this could be included in that measure. Capital improvements are just that, sewer and water, whatever else that's essential in the state to do. But we didn't include it in the budget. We thought there's such a big amount of money and a lot of issues that we needed to do it in a separate bill. So that's what we're looking for. That's what I'm waiting for when that comes up. Then I'll make my case for Anson County.
And getting the budget passed was its own hurdle as well.
Right, and
yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of things, that
Yeah.
a lot of things in there that needed to get passed,
Mhm.
and we did, and the governor signed the budget. So, pay raises, et cetera, and all those issues, we'll get those behind us, and then we can concentrate on capital projects.
Let's circle back. How did we get here? How did we get to this point? You talked about it briefly, but how did we get here? Because that's the question I got. I bumped into a buddy when I went to get some food, and he's familiar with the story. He lives here in Charlotte, and I told him that you're coming on the show today, and he asked that question, and I said, well, I'm going to ask Representative Brody, how did we get to this point?
That's a terrific question, and it has a very interesting history. Back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, Anson was one of the major textile centers. Anson and Richmond County, major textile. So as these industries grew and sprung up, they built alongside of them the infrastructure, the sewer and water and power infrastructure to handle all these textile industries. So when the federal government, and I'll give my opinion, in error, decided to just abandon the textile industry and let it go to China. What happened was Anson County was exceptionally affected by it because that was the economic base of Anson County. So now picture this. We've got a very big infrastructure system, including sewer and water. Can you believe that we have 800 miles of water line in Anson County? That's almost the amount of water line that Union County has. Not quite, but almost. And when the textile industry left, they just tossed it in the hands of all the residents, and with very little economic base to support it. So what happened was there wasn't a lot of money, and a small group of residents were trying to maintain a very large system.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, just give you perspective also, Anson County has about 10% of the population of Union County. So you see, we got pretty close. I say half, a little more than half, about 2/3 of Union counties with 1/10 of the population with a very small economic base. So there you have it. By law, we can only raise rates so much.
Yeah.
It just didn't keep up, and the what we call the Opportunity Fund, which is the fund where excess money goes from sewer and water bills to take care of maintenance, it just got smaller and smaller.
And then pretty much putting Band-Aids on the problems
And
over
that's
years.
what we're doing
Yeah.
for years now. We was just putting Band-Aids on it, and I'm hoping at this point, because we have significant amounts in the budget for reserves, and of course I can't claim all of it. I still have to work with another 119 legislators in the House and 70 in the Senate. But it may be time for us to address the issue. It's something that happens that wasn't your fault. It wasn't the fault of Anson County residents to watch the textile industry leave.
Yeah.
It was our U.S. government policy, and they make policy, we're subject to it. So they ended up with it, and now it's come to the point where the system is stressed, and we need to address it.
Before I let you go, you've been
Sure.
so gracious with your time. I just want to kind of get a sense. We've been down there to Anson County, telling some of the stories of folks there. What are some of the stories you're hearing from residents, and some of the community-based things that are happening there to help folks?
Well, I think everybody's concerned that obviously, if you don't have clean water, you're having a problem with it. Now, to Anson County's benefit, they did fix the main break very quickly.
Yeah.
Now, but the problem with an old system is, and if your listeners can picture, this is a 30-inch high-pressure line, and when that loses pressure, the whole 800 miles starts to lose pressure, and of course the pipes themselves relax a bit.
Yeah.
And then when you start pushing pressure back on, you have corollary breaks around, which is what they're doing now, is they're repressurizing the system, and we're finding breaks around. So it's taken a little while, and of course, you explain to a person, can you wait a little bit longer? And of course, they're obviously concerned, so because they got to get water from someplace. But it's best to wait and make sure that we get a clean bill of health. There's no bacteria in it before we release it, which is basically what it is now,
Yeah.
as we're waiting for it. You also have to picture that with 800 miles, that's about 12 million gallons of water.
Yeah.
That was gone. That was drained, and we got to refill that again, including the height, the towers.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a little while to do that.
A little while longer. What does that? What does that entail?
Well, today we had we're scheduled for a test, from what I understand from the county leadership. I talked to them this morning, but they weren't fully pressurized, so
Okay.
they've got to wait again. And mind you, it's going to be relatively quick to pressurize. But if you drive around Anson, you see a number of smaller repairs that they're doing, including Charlotte Water and Union County, and all those are helping out. No, but I mean, I can't guess.
Yeah.
But I would say, it's going to be the end of the week that will probably be pressurized. But you can't really. I think the best to talk to Anson County
Yeah.
Water Department on the official. But that's what I tell people: just please be patient. Your health is worth the wait.
Yeah.
And there are places around that we're providing water for emergency purposes, and people can help out. That's the other thing. We come together, the Chamber of Commerce, the fire departments, all have chipped in, and there are stations around Anson County where you can get fresh water.
Well, yeah. Yeah, a lot going on for folks, but again, just some patience there. I know it's been not an ideal and great situation there for residents there.
Oh, yeah. I understand that, but I think we're better be safer than sorry.
Yeah. Representative Brody, thank you for joining us, for making the drive here. I know you're on your way back there
Yes,
to
sir.
the area. So again, thank you, and we will continue to check in with you as things progress and as you head back to state capitol to see what you can make happen there.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.